East Texas, West Texas, Dallas, Houston, Central Texas. You are now tuned in to CTX Sports Saga, the #1 place for youth sports recaps, news, predictions, all that other good stuff dealing with all the youth. Cause you know the youth is the future. Exposure that kids need. Let's go.
Yo. What up, peoples? How's everybody doing? Hope y'all can hear me. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. How's everybody doing tonight, man? Absolutely, man. If y'all are just joining in here, Saga just jumping back. There he is right there. What's up, man?
Hey, man. I lost audio, so I was like, let me jump back in here, man.
Not much, man. Not much. Hey, for everybody that just jumped on here, man, if you jump in a little late, again, man, we're going to send the best of condolences to the families of two fallen coaches, man, that definitely made an impact in Central Texas. Again, we talk about unity and the things that we compete here in the city, but overall, man, all these coaches have a bond with each other, and we definitely all have the same goal, which is to raise our kids to be outstanding students and athletes. And I know for the two coaches that I knew personally that have passed, Jerry Barr and Michael Saunders, definitely had that in the goal. Two amazing coaches keep coaching athletes to be the best they can be in any situation they can be in. Terrible situation here, but from the Saga family to their families to everyone that knew them, man, we offer our condolences, and we want to extend that part of grieving to everyone that was out there that just doesn't have a point to connect, man. So definitely want to put that on the show. Again, two very important people for Central Texas gone. But hey, we still have to keep pushing, man. We still have to come together, and the ultimate goal is to get these kids up out of here and get them to the next level by any means necessary.
Hey, can you do something for me, Will, real quick? We'll say our piece here in a minute, man. Can you play that video again for people that are just jumping in?
Yeah, man. Hey, I'm gonna jump back out. I'm gonna put it on here for a little bit. Give me about another minute of this, and we'll make it happen, man. Here we go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Excuse me, I'm sorry. For everybody that just jumped in, man, I hope you guys got to catch that. We'll post that, man. I got something a little bit bigger and better for that. I'll post to the page once we get it completed, man. I just wanted to have something for the show again so that we can offer our condolences from the Saga family in whole, whether it's the media team or any of our sponsors and vendors, to the families of those two fallen, man. So for sure. Hey, but on a brighter note, man, we got some things to talk about. We got basketball. We got some football stuff. Camp results. We got some tryout results. We got CTX Nolanville Cowboys going to San Marcos, coming home with a championship. We got CTX Bears going to Corpus. All four
Spring break.
Trying to bring home some rings, man. So definitely involved with that, man. Let me sure one thing before I jump out of here, man. If y'all can still hear us, let us know. Last time I got to hit a copy, but I ain't got nothing this time, so we're good. I think everybody can hear us.
Hey, before we get started, man, before we go, I want to get into what we got to get into for the day, man. I had an hour-long conversation with Jerry Barr in Round Rock in the preseason tournament, and it was the first time I had an actual one-on-one conversation with him outside of the persona of Jerry Barr, man. And we chopped it up for a good hour, sharing ideas and him just speaking positivity into the kids about coming together. And I don't think it can be said enough, man, that those of us that know Jerry, the persona, knew a different guy. But if you ever talked to him, he was totally a different guy, man. And Mike, I met Mike when I first started coaching, man, and one of the most positive, fun coaches you ever wanted to be around because he was truly about the kids. Jerry was too. I didn't get to see him as much interaction with the kids, like you Jet and Steeler guys did, but I got to see Mike a lot. And it's just hard to, it's hard to fathom that two guys like that can be taken away. And I just want to send condolences. We're going to share Jerry's GoFundMe here later. So if you want to help out, there is an avenue to help that family. I think there was a meal train done by the Jets or the U, which we'll discuss later for the family. And just want to say, man, a lot of times we always talk about the positive. Everybody has flaws, man, but I think, especially where I'm from, we always celebrate life, man. We don't mourn death. So
absolutely
celebrate the good times of those guys.
Absolutely, man. I guess my background on the man, everybody knows I'm a Jets coach, so I got to know Jerry Barr over the last 2 years, but really got to know him over the last year. As everybody knows, Jerry is the king of talking. It's just that this is what it is, man. He's the king of talking trash, but he backs it up, and he definitely invests in the kids that he's doing it with. So I've grown to know him, grown to love him, grown to learn a lot of things from him. And that's my personal experience with Jerry. we've had our ups, downs, our negotiations about things we did or disagree about. But at the end of the day, he's always come to me and made sure that he knows we're on the same path, for the same page, for the same reasons. And with that being said, man, a man that's known from coast to coast, up and down the state of Texas for sure. Uh, his name alone says enough. And as he told me, check out the trophies.
Right.
So, man, for Mike, man, Mike's a little different. It touches a little bit more, man. Again, when I was out and about on the road, a lot of people don't know that was Juju's first coach with the Clean Patriots. So, for him to mold my son into loving football and trusting in him and showing him what he can do and what he really could be, that was technically the start of it all for me. I mean, for my son, for me getting involved in football and youth football, like I am. So, I definitely have a respect level for him. And he took both of my kids to go get rings. Clean Patriots up and down the coast to go get rings. So, I definitely.
He was a fun guy. He was
fun guy.
The most
Absolutely.
fun person to be around, bro. He was the goofiest dude you've ever been around, man.
Absolutely.
Even goofy man.
It was, hands down.
And the kids loved it though.
Absolutely. That's his connection. That was his connection, man. Just being funny, and again, he got the attention of kids by his comedy and his feng shui. Hey, feng shui. That's a good word. Feng shui. Hey, but on the broad side of that, like you said, we're celebrating life, man. We all hope and wish that the best for the families and everything to come. If we can reach out, again, we'll post all of the links that we get to help the families through these tough times. And again, guys, sometimes just picking up the phone or finding them on Messenger, it means more than you'll know. So for parents and everybody in the community, if you guys can please be involved with any outreach that we do to help them, please join the Saga, join any staff, your organizations, please reach out to them, whether you're the Clean Patriots or the Vipers or whatever organization they played the staff. You probably didn't even know those guys when you played them, but you played them. So Austin Steelers family and all, we same condolences to you guys. I know Barr was a very big important part of your organization for a long while, and even though he moved on to do more things in Central Texas, he always referenced you guys. Always.
Hey, guess what? They always say they're in a better place, but guess what? Both of them, they ain't got to wear no mask no more. They ain't got to get no shots no more.
No boosters, no nothing.
None of that.
Facts, man.
None of that.
Hey, man. Again, I'm gonna jump off that. We're gonna jump back to Jerry and Mike for a long while, man, tonight, because that's something that's been weighing pretty heavy on our hearts, and we had to get the respect of the family and to let them be able to do this before we put that out. So now that we have all that, man, let's talk about some positive things that are still going on here in Central Texas. That hopefully we can continue to keep uplifting these two by putting them involved, and we'll talk about more things like that. But we definitely got some to jump off of the subject to get back on it. Let's talk about some basketball real quick, man. We had some pretty exciting basketball actually over the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So we haven't really covered
basketball at all, man. At all.
Yeah. Problem is we got back on schedule and then we jumped right back off schedule. I'm blaming you.
Running ragged. It is partly me. We've been running ragged, man. We'll get to the triple threat in a minute because, of course, that's the home team. I know Pro Skills Colleen had their first tournament down in the Pack, not last week, the week before. They did well. It's kind of like their start off. I seen Focus Scholars boys out in front of Walmart. Yes, sir. Actually, I didn't. The Asian bully over here did. Hanging out all day, raising money.
The Asian bully.
Drive Nation just put their teams together, so they'll be out and about. And then you got the home team, man. D1 Hines, actually, I've seen the ladies in the gym today. They got second place down there at the Pack. And then I saw the Dream this weekend. That's another local team. They've started their season, so it's up and rolling. But our 4th, 5th, 6th, and 6th grade elite started out last week. They got their feet wet. 4th, 5th, and 6th, 2028 had good weekends. It was a little bit of a learning experience because a lot of those teams are new to competitive basketball. It's a whole different field. They got some win and some losses. And then the group that everybody internally in the org, just because They were the youngest and they hadn't played.
Yeah.
We were worried about the
We were worried
most.
about.
We were worried about the fourth grade squad. The fourth grade squad for 2 weekends in a row. Not only are they winning, they're smoking people, man.
Absolutely smoking people, man.
I think AEB Moses and his group was probably the closest team that came to him. They got beat once last week, but they came back and beat the team they needed to beat to win it.
Facts.
So listen, man.
Let me get you guys some heads up. I can't calculate a game that they have lost that's in a 15-point spread.
The game they lost was close.
That's the only. That's it. The one they lost was close. Everybody else the
wins was 40 to like single digits.
Yes, like it's bad.
We're not gonna be able to tell Coach Ty and Coach Webb nothing, man.
Facts.
Coach Ty made a post yesterday. I said, "Look at this guy." Said we got a combined 4-point score on us, or 8 points all weekend. I said, "Oh God."
Hey, what's so funny about that? Listen. This is something so funny about this. Ty was winning. They were winning by like 20, 25. And all of a sudden, he's trying to yell at the ref about a call. I said, you're winning by 30. What are you worried about this one call for, Ty? But, hey.
Hey, and the ref, there was a sidebar. There was a savage ref down there this week, and he looked at a parent who wanted a foul call, and he said, look at the score, and turned around and kept getting in the middle of the game. But, hey, what I did love to see last week, and I'll bring this up because Mo and his AB and his Knights programs have both started also. And it was for a bit of a reason why our boys were cheering for him. But initially the boys didn't know. And guess what they were doing? They were on the sidelines cheering on another clean team because they recognized the faces. And then when they were informed, like, hey, we need these certain amount of points, they still were cheering, but to see the initial cheer to be like, hey, we recognize those kids. Let's go cheer for them. Always reminds me, it's never the adults. I mean, the kids. It's always the adults. So shout out to Mo. AB, they'll be back in action here soon too. So a lot of basketball going on. And if you have a program, me and Will talked about earlier tonight, man, we only show Triple Threat because that's the ones that ask us. If we're at the same tournament you're at and you want us to put us on the Saga, man, let us know. We're about supporting all the programs, and we need to get more into basketball. We keep talking about football because guess who inboxes and hits us up? The football people. So you want to talk about something else? Talk to us.
We got up and coming. We got some things coming, man. We got Viper softball coming. We're gonna do Buzz softball coming for fast pitch girls,
and we got track.
We got track coming for sure. I'm not excited about them long days, but it's gonna happen because I do it for the kids. So it's gonna happen. It is what it is. And then we got a lot of things coming. We still got some 7-on-7 championships and stuff coming up too. We got a lot of little things.
Shout out to CG3. They've started up their 7-on-7 season. Mm-hmm. They were down in Houston. They had a big tournament last week down in Houston on a big circuit, and they had another big one, man. So I checked in on them, and they didn't win all their games, but basically it was said to me, this is getting them better. So talk about stepping off the porch. They went and got on the big time circuit, man.
Yeah, hey, and I agree. I think I want to give Columbus big ups because in the midst of all of that. And I want everybody to make sure y'all check out his page. Go to CG3 Training, on Facebook. In the midst of all of that, he is still making time to train other kids outside of his 7-on-7.
Yep.
He did a Friday night training for the entire CTX Bears organization. Again, getting them squared away, footwork wise, balance, speed, stability, all that kind of good stuff, man, so that we could go.
Sick of Bears.
So that we could get ready for Corpus this weekend, man. So big ups to him. Big ups to Mo and the CTX Bears org with Julie and Wooden and all those guys, man, because, again, we're doing something different, just something a little bit different. If you guys want to get on board, it's never too late. We're also looking for things going on, but I know for the older groups, we got some team stuff coming back together as all the organization starts their camps. So, hey, we're going to go down there. We're going to take we're taking 25 kids. We're taking 25 kids to Corpus for CTX Bears from I can't tell you how many different teams in the area, and everybody's getting a piece of the pie to go down there to try to win some rings on all 4 age levels, and come back with a W, man. So it is what it is. This is what we do. Big ups to the Nolanville Cowboys, man.
They went down and got it done down there in San Marcos,
went
man.
down there, hey, San Marcos.
They be so quiet about it, man. The post just pops up, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
what's going on? And you know what's even better, man? You reckon if you go and look at the pictures that we shared earlier, you might recognize a couple of them kids from teams.
Facts.
So the Cowboys are opening up their doors, man, to let people come in.
Steve, man. Stephen Charles, if you're on here, man, big ups to you, bro. Again, they have reached out to the Saga because they don't know a lot of head coaches, right? But they've reached out to us and said, hey, if you got kids that willing to participate, we'll take what you got and cut back on some of our kids so that we can make a team to make sure we get in here. And they did that. They did that on all the levels and came home with some W. So, you know, especially
the 6U came home with it all, man.
So that's what it's about, man. They are not stuck in just as we preach on the show. You know, there is time for organizational stuff and getting your league teams right, but there's also a time to make an outreach and complete outreach to other teams, other players, not as a recruiting tool, just to get these kids better, to hear from other coaches, different style of plays, and things like that, man. So big ups to Charles and the Nolanville Cowboys and everything they're doing, man. Let me go through these comments real quick because I see a lot of people tagging stuff in here now. Wooden said, shout out to Total Domination for giving away Grey Wolves 12U and 14U some work this afternoon. I didn't know anything about that, man.
Actually, yes, the Honey Badger was down there. He went down there with that group today, and they did. They moved a little bit quietly.
Hey, another thing I want to talk about too, man. Yesterday, FBU had their all day, all night camp. That's what I'm calling it, all day, all night. But man, those kids went down there. Every kid that I talked to today that went down there said they enjoyed it. They said, yes, it was crazy long, but it was absolutely worth every minute of it.
And so it was deep. They said it was the biggest numbers they had ever. And they did San Antonio today.
To slam it all in one day and get it done, man. Big ups to the FBU team. Big ups to the FBU coaches for getting everybody out there and making sure that, you know, we represented the city well. I know it's the FBU Austin, but it's pretty much all of FBU Central Texas. So, hey, big ups to all you guys. Chester, who else am I missing? It's Chester, Dwight, Wooden, Marty. I'm trying to think of anybody else I can missing off the top of the head. Who else? Who we missing? Go FBU. I don't know. I can't remember off the top of my head. But anyways, big ups to all the coaches, parents, all the daddy ball players, whatever y'all want.
Principal Clark.
Everybody that was out there. Big ups to KJ too, man. KJ came to Triple Threat. Could not make the FBU thing. We talked about it all day. We checked the updates all day online because he was trying to hang tight, as you know, holding his org down, being the only leader there. He couldn't leave his guys to hang, and definitely didn't want to be at a
he had the morning shift. I had the afternoon shift, but he ended up just staying the whole day.
I figured that's how that works, man. We had a great time out there, man, overall. But big ups to the FBU kids, man. I hope that turned out. My boy Dallas, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna give my boy props, man. I heard my boy Dallas went out there and got him one of the no need to try out passes for O-line, D-line. That furthermore lets you know when you're going out there and putting in work, man. Dallas went out there and always been one of my stars, but he's going out there for the FBU team now and showed out, gave big work. They gave out 3 passes from what I heard, and he ended up getting one of them. So big shots out to my boy Dallas. Last year, Jet on my 12U team, man, who went out there and continued to work. When I tell you guys that man's a horse, he's a horse. He put anything on his back, he carry it, he pull it, and he's a leader doing it. So I'm proud to be able to say I coached a kid like that. I'm proud of his parents for raising a kid like that, and Dallas for being the kid that he is. So I want to make sure we give props on that. Let me run through these comments again. He said, great experience, man. He said CTX showed out. That's what we want to hear. Over 300 kids. Anthony said, dang, over 300 kids yesterday, boy. That's whew. Rich said it was a massive turnout. Oh, there's Charles. That's Steve Charles. Steve Charles, man. He says, thank you to the organizations that let their players come out and play with us. We appreciate it. Hey, Absolutely, Steve. This is what it's about, man. Again, we appreciate your coaches being adaptable to
And
you know.
Steve, we owe you your flowers early, man. You set the standard. A lot of people talked about trying to do their own field. And you were the first ones to jump on it and do it, man. So I love what you guys do. You stay in your lane. You don't try to be anybody else. You serve your community, and you're ahead of the game. You got your own fields, man. Like, it's dope.
Dope, man. We're trying to get like that. We're just trying to get like that, man. It is what it is. That's a great example. You can say what we want to say, but we want to beat the No Limit Cowboys. City helped them out get their own fields, man. He
Right.
played his part. He played his part. The parents played their parts. They showed up, and the city gave in. And here's what it is. So yeah, big ups to y'all, man. All right, what's next on the agenda, man? You got this written down. I don't. I'm freestyling it.
I see that. We had FBU. Big Steppers had their second camp yesterday, man.
Big steppers. That's my. We stepping. Come beat us, Mr. Jesse.
Man, and the lovely thing about what they got going on, bro, is you've seen a lot of coaches from other organizations that there to help those kids out, man.
Right.
So I think a lot of people were busy yesterday, so maybe not the massive turnout that they had the first time, but they're being consistent.
Yeah.
They're hitting their dates, they're hitting their marks, and that lets you know they're truly doing it for the city. So,
yep. No, they're doing it not just for the city, but for the bigs.
Yeah.
They said, hey, we need to put attention on the bigs. We don't care about the skills guys. Those guys get all the light, right? We want to focus on the bigs, defense, offense, O-line, D-line, and we want to make sure that we get them the attention. And I've always said it. I was watching the first camp with all the coaches out there. It was very consistent. It was very consistent. So that's what we got to go with. It was consistent.
Yeah.
Coaches did great. Effort was great. Their demeanor is great, and that's what we appreciate because everybody can't afford $500 training.
Okay. Hey, on the next agenda, we had Big Steppers today. Chiefs had a camp, their first camp of the day today. Coming March, April, May, all the orgs. Hey, and what I would encourage for the people is make sure you attend everybody's camps, man, because it's really not about what people try to put in your ear to make it about, man. We had a lot of Vipers kids. Well, excuse me, U kids show up today.
Say that again.
Colts kids, the U. I was trying to get the kids. My two guys that came today. Bray and them. I was like, hey, throw it up. The U. And they was like, what are you talking about, Coach?
Miss Cassie came out to me today and she said the U, right? And I said, oh, yeah, she started throwing it up. And she went like this. She gave me the paper field goal. Can you at least open your palms when you do it? Let it. I felt it. I felt it here. All right? I felt it here.
Not the paper field goal.
Gave me the paper field goal, bro. She said, she didn't. It wasn't shots fired, guys. Don't go find her. She just didn't know. All right? This is what it is. She didn't know. But yeah, man. Hey, let's go ahead and let that lead into the next thing, man.
That's what I was waiting on, man. The U. So
let's go.
Me and Will give you the behind the scenes, man, just to keep it fair and balanced. When we go over these topics before the show, we always make sure we try to keep it as even as possible. So I'm the one that always speaks and turns up about it. We don't care about how anybody else feels about it. The Vipers and the Jets have combined, and they have made. I'm gonna give the Cassie one. Let me get it right in the camera. The U.
The disrespect is real.
Hey, the U, the real U. But
here we go.
So they'll be playing in Texas sports, and the biggest thing that it brings some stability to the Jets after the first season, as far as forming all age groups, and it gives the Vipers, they had a lot of studs coming over, so it gives them a little bit more firepower. Man, look out! The one I told you all this before. I told you the 10U Vipers were going to be this year's Chiefs. Now you add that with what they got at the Jets, man. I'm anxious to see how that's going to work out in Texas sports, man. But it's a positive thing. So if you do not yet have a home, make sure you are leaving that option open if that's something, the area you're looking for. We still have the other side of the house with AAU. We still also have the other side of the house in Ramon's and his league.
Yep.
So there's a lot of things going on, man. So shout out.
I think 2 more teams over the weekend, man. So Hey, I don't want people to think about I don't want anybody to think about this Central Texas team and think, oh, they got enough teams in there right now, man. I think they're in the teens, like 13 teams, something like that, man. So I know the CTX Falcons, which were formerly known as basically the Outlaws, but they've come together, restructured, redid everything with new kids. Hey, I am excited to see that, and I will get to some of those games that you guys will be in because, again, we support it. We know what's going to happen up there. We know that's going to be something great. And, again, they are putting the front foot forward, just like Texas Sports. It says, hey, we want to put the big-time shows, big-time arenas, things like that, man. So, hey, we can't say that Central Texas doesn't have the options. If you know a friend or somebody that works with your friends and they say, hey, I want to get my kids into football, hey, there's so many options and so many leagues out here right now that there is no way that kids are not getting the coaching nor the experience that they need, period.
Right.
So, hey, please offer, I'm saying this in a recruiting tool for every organization out here. Parents, if you know somebody that you work with that has kids that always talk about when you go back to work about the football weekend you had and they're interested, sign them up. Let them come talk to He's dead. This kid is dead to me. I'm removing him from the screen. Hey, listen. They can say what they want, Cat.
Hey, that's a new one. Listen, when I seen the logo, the first thing I thought about was that is a new one.
That is definitely. I hope y'all tag Cass in this. Please make sure y'all tag Cass in. You can understand my hurt, how I felt when I saw she did that. But you know what, though? I'm not worried about it, man. I know she'll be there, palms open, supporting when we got home games, man. Big ups to you guys, man. Again, if you got people that want to come out for that, please sign them up. Every organization's registration links are up right now. If they're not and they're full, I would still recommend you go and fill them out now. You never know what happens this league, man. People get PCS, people come up on orders, people got to leave. So
make sure y'all wake up on the wrong side of the bed someday. So keep your options open,
people
man.
Just want to be better and come to the U. There it is.
Hey, shout out to the boys, man, for two owners to be able to sit down and put differences aside to make something like this happen should be celebrated, man. And I'll go ahead on here and say it, man. Two black minority owners sat down and did it, man.
Yeah. And doing it for the kids, man. I mean, you got to understand, man, when you have two presidents that own their own, right? That's the one thing we got here. We got a lot of individuals that own their own to come and sit down and talk about it. And somebody having to drop their pride to do something for the kids. I absolutely applaud Polite and Enrique and the misses of both sides.
That's who really run the show.
Yeah. I mean,
talking about it, truth be told, no shot at Enrique, my dog Polite. That's who run the show.
No, I mean, look. I don't care. What's happy wife, happy life? No, listen, I don't knock it. Whatever fit. At the end of the day, what I say, I don't sleep with my friends. I sleep with her. So make it happen. Whatever it is, make it happen. But they did a good thing, man. And I think it's going to be even better between the two. One being an outstanding organized leader, and the other one being an outstanding people person with the coaches and kids to come together, man. I think they did an amazing job.
And just so we're joking on here, but just so everybody knows, this is the right way.
Facts.
Cassie, I love you. If I see anybody doing that, that means they're shading y'all. That's total shade. Nobody's doing that, okay?
No.
We're doing this.
Nope. Unless you cast and you absolutely didn't know how to. And I believed it. I believe she did. I just honestly believe she didn't even know. But when she said it convinced me that she didn't.
No, Cassie's solid, man. So she legitimately was trying to show some love, but didn't know.
Absolutely showing us some love and didn't even know how to do it. But so that y'all don't get after her. All right, don't go find her Facebook or nothing like that. All right, she's good people. She supports a lot of people and she supports everything. And yes, she talks some trash, but at the end of the day, she supports. So
she supports everybody. But the biggest thing, like I said, two.
And this Sophia gonna tag her in here so everybody can go to her. God,
Casey, my bad.
Casey, Cass, Casey, whatever. I call her Cass. I don't got time for it. Ain't nobody pronounce her last name, so we're gonna chop the first one.
The biggest thing is two owners sat down and got it done, man. That to me that means more than anybody could ever say. That means they can put their differences aside, man. So I can't wait to see. We got big things planned. Me and Will have already kind of mapped it out. I definitely on my off week will be traveling to where hopefully they have a home game the same time we do. Big lives, man. Talking about like Kai Media / Serious Film lives for some of those games, man. So,
hey, and again, let's go and put it out here now, man. We got our house. I know you're around, man. If you guys want to be a part of the media team, hit us up. We can't be everywhere at every time. We have restreaming services so we can go to multiple platforms at the same time. So if you guys want to be a part of us, you want to be involved but don't know how to be involved, let us know. We're going to have multiple events that we cannot get to. We would love to broadcast your media talent, whether it's on the camera, whether it's commentating. You know what? Kill the commentating. Y'all not gonna be able to commentate.
No. If two guys who actually are really good at it, I thought, me and you had it down, Pat. Josie and Hartsfield, man. Sounded like Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, bro.
Hey, that was a very entertaining stream for people that didn't see that. But yes, no, we definitely want to get involved with your org, not just our orgs, right? We want to be involved with your org, your kids. We want to reach all.
And I'll say it now. If you want to join the media team, man, the biggest thing for us is last year was hectic and we were tired. And by 6 o'clock on a Saturday, we were just now getting home. But we don't mind. Me and Will will be commentating during the track meet. I'm fastest boy. That will be us. That will be us. But if you're going to be a part of the media team, make sure you have an open mind to going out to everywhere. We do work with the owners, man, to make sure we try to get these night games, or we try to fix the schedule so we make sure somebody's there. But this is not just, I'm only strictly this team. We're for everybody, man. So we showed up at just about every team this year. I think there was maybe one or two that we didn't show up to. So.
And trust me, they're on our star list for next year. We have already said the same thing. There's some teams that we missed that we just couldn't get to. There was just other exciting games in primetime games. I'm not gonna say the kids. It was just better primetime games that we wanted to get to. And the owners, the presidents, they worked that out around us. They said, "Hey, we got to get Saga here. We got to move this game to the nighttime." So
listen, Polite. I'll give you. They don't mind me talking about it. Polite, Ramonts. Yep. Justin, they're just the name a few that moved their schedules to make sure we had them on primetime, man. So
we appreciate it, man. We appreciate it. I want to give another heads up for people I talk to, man. Me and Kendricks, Clean Raptors Kendricks, Showtime Kendricks had an outstanding talk today on some things about what's to come, and I want to give him props for what him volunteering his time to make sure that we can do things with his experience, with his networking, with his people, and again, kind of just taking over and getting a new insight on some more modern day things than the same for years, man. So I'm excited about that. Another person I want to give a huge shout out to is Trey Winfield. Big Trey came out, man, and he wanted to be a part of the Central Texas Bears. Again, more because of he's like, hey, I want to be a part of the new trend that says I'm not coaching just my kids. We're able to coach everybody and try to train people up and start something new. And I'm not out here again. He is not out here recruiting. None of these coaches are out here trying to get people to their teams, and they're literally just out here trying to give kids work and again put Central Texas on the map.
Hey, guess what? We are going to be in there. Your boy Will be coaching, and guess who will be in Corpus going live? We're making this a family affair, people.
We got plans, baby.
We're going to see the Sick'em Bears.
I can't do that with you. As a legit tech fan, I can't do that.
Casey, we love you, man.
Hey, you're timeout. He's in timeout now. All right, I'm taking him off. He's in timeout for a second. We'll give him a moment to recoup himself. He can come back. That's just what it is, man. All right, we bring him back. He's good now. All right. Hey, so yeah, man, make sure y'all come support the Bears. Again, if you guys aren't doing anything on spring break weekend, you want to come down to Corpus, Rooms are gonna be crazy expensive, but y'all are more than welcome to come down there.
Crazy expensive.
Crazy expensive, but more than welcome to come in here. If not, just be online, man. Share the stream, show everything that we can. I'll have the tripod. I won't have the tripod out there.
I will.
Saga 2 is gonna have the tripod out there. Matter of fact, where's our names? Why are our names not on here?
I was wondering that earlier. I did a whole emoji for the show.
Yeah, I know. I need to. Well, the only one finger they got is the middle finger, so I can't do that. But anyways, yeah, man. So we're excited about that. Bears are definitely going to Corpus, Smash Mouth tournament, trying to win it out, smash everybody, punch them in the mouth, come back with some rings and trophies. So yeah, man, that's gonna be fun, man. I'm excited about it, and I'm excited about the time we're gonna have down there as a team and as a community. Hey, I want to give a big shout out to some people didn't know, man. So my boy and the bad guy. Let's talk about the bad guy. Everybody knows the bad guy, right? Make sure everybody knows.
Razor Ramon, Chico, bad guy.
Hey, the
What's
bad
up
guy.
with Al, man?
Hey, Big Al told me from the jump. He said, "Hey, Will, I love what you're doing. I love that you're going to do this for the community." He's working like crazy, even though he's retiree now. He's still working like crazy. He says, "Hey, man, I want to be a part of it, but I physically cannot be a part of it." So he made a donation to the team to help cover jerseys and things like that, knowing that he won't even be involved. I want y'all to understand that that those are the things that we really, really appreciate. That's directly for the kids. And he knew we were getting. He knew he wanted to be involved. He didn't care what organization or brand it was under. Man, he absolutely wanted to be involved with these kids and wanted to be there. But due to his work schedule, he says, "Hey, can't be there for you, physically, but I can help you out financially, man." So big ups to Al, the bad guy, if he's in here. If he ain't in here, somebody tag him in here. But we appreciate you, man. We appreciate you helping with the jersey costs and covering some things, man, to help some of these parents. He said, "Hey, I know it's going to be expensive down there, so I don't want to do anything I can to help out." And so we appreciate it, man. Big ups to you and your kindness. There you go, bad guy. You saying
Razor Ramon, come on, man. Hey, pin this up here, man. Listen, we're gonna touch it and move on. Heard someone said we're Outlaws restructured. We're a whole new org. Most staff is all new, and mostly all new kids. Don't have very many follow from the Outlaws. Hey, that is Ernest Martinez, one of the co-owners, from the Falcons. He's letting y'all know this is not the Outlaws restructured, and they're doing their own thing. So shout out to them.
Well, tell them again.
One of the first teams that joined Ramon's new league. As a matter of fact, I got the syllable, the letters I haven't got down right. So you talk to him and I don't want to mess it up.
Oh yeah, no, we're good, man. So Ernest, my bad. I said that earlier. Actually, it ain't my bad. It's your fault because you ain't gave me the information before the show. So I said what I said. But no, hey, we don't want anybody to be mistakenly overheard or think that that's still part of. You guys are a new org in a totally new direction. And man, we support that. And you made that crystal clear from the jump. And actually,
UAYFL. There we go.
You've come through, man. You've started some new interests. We first talked about, hey, why is a new org coming in? Starting this. We don't got nowhere else to practice it. Man, look, you stuck to your guns, you sticking to what you believe in, and stepping out and going to a new org on the first year. I think that's something big for you, man. So big ups to you, your staff, and your organization. And we wish you guys nothing but the best of luck, man. And again, we will try to find a way to either get some streams from you guys or get somebody to stream something. Or if you're
honest, the only way we will come out there is after a kid scores a touchdown, he does the Dirty Bird dance. Old school Jamal Anderson, Dirty Bird dance.
You can do it in your league. You can do it in your league. So you better teach your kids. Tell your coaches, teach them Dirty Bird, and we need it on camera. There it is.
Boom.
Good point, man. I like that.
So we got a bunch of camps coming up. We talked about FBU. College camps for you middle school and high school guys, the schedules are out. We reshare anything we got. Make sure you go out there and you check those college camps out. Basketball is in full swing. And the Saga and the Bears will be in Corpus here in about a week.
I feel like I got like nerve damage when I do
that. You're going to have to do it, man.
We'll figure out another chant. We'll figure out another chant. We got to. Hey, you see that emerald green though? If y'all see that emerald green out there stepping, I'm taking a little bit of everybody's words and putting in everything else. Emerald green out there stepping. Y'all let us know, man. We'd love to get all the fans participation we can.
We've hit all our topics, man. Throw in the chat what y'all got. Because we're about 45 minutes.
Tyson Grand Slam in baseball. Tyson's Grand Slam in baseball. I didn't see it. Did I see it? Did I miss something? Did I miss something from Tyson's Grand Slam in baseball?
Well, you didn't send that to us. That didn't get sent to us. We shared this last stuff.
What mod post? That's so.
I think that was Marty. Had to be Marty.
Posted? Okay, Marty. Yeah, we never got that. Well, if we did get it, I didn't post it. But if we do get it, I'll
put it in the inbox. Baseball season is out too, ladies and gentlemen. And track, I'm really excited about what we got coming up for track. Flames, Vipers, Gray Wolves, CTX Road Runners. Man, is it in there? His dad posted it to his page. Okay.
Well, to his page. That don't count.
That doesn't count, brother. Send it to the
Saga. It never happened. And that's our new slogan, bro. If it ain't on the Saga, it didn't happen.
We share, you know how much stuff a day? Will call me and be like, bro, did you share this? Did you share this? If I get downtime at work and I see something related, that I share it. Sometimes Will shares it twice because he didn't know. If I see it, I share it immediately. So
absolutely.
We share everything as much as possible. And if we miss something, send it to us, man.
Yeah. He's absolutely right. Just send it to us. Hit us in the inbox. You'd be surprised how many people hit us in the inbox and say, hey, we got this going on. Again, we found a whole new wrestling organization. Just because somebody hit us in the inbox and said, hey, you might be interested in this. Yes, we are. It's got the kids involved. We are interested. And again, y'all let us know when those kind of things come up. We will be out there. I've never recorded a youth wrestling match, but I feel like it'd be very entertaining. I want to do it.
MMA, everything.
MMA.
Well, I was really excited. Coach Hicks from the Chiefs was supposed to box, but he couldn't get cleared for his physical. Listen, now that it happened, when his next fight is happens, I'm gonna ask if he can try somehow hook us up with a media pass, and we're gonna stream that too.
Touche. I agree. I ran out of yak.
But in the chat, are we missing anything? Because if not, basketball teams, Focus Scholars, D1 Hines, Pro Skills, Drive Nation, baseball teams, softball teams. If you got something, please inbox us. We do the home team because we're there. But if you're also in the building, we'll come by.
New year, new you. Saga's always looking for sponsors to help out, man. Again, we are starting to take donations for the gift cards and stuff for the upcoming football year. But more immediately is we would love to start giving out gift cards and things like that. We need your help. I'm saying it out here. We need your help with the donations on gift cards. You do not have to transact money, I guess, to us. You can physically hand us prepaid gift cards to Academy, Walmart, Amazon cards, whatever it is. We would love to get into the top tier.
CTX Saga hoodie. The first season of hoodies is out. Going to work on a T-shirt for the summertime with a different setup.
Mesh hoodies.
Yes.
Mesh hoodies, summer mesh hoodies. And if my boy can get things right, we're going to try to do windbreakers as well. We'll have pants. We're going to try to do the women's jogging shorts. We're going to definitely try to do the men's longer shorts. Man, yeah, we got some stuff going, man. So please, if you don't have any Saga apparel, let us know. We're trying to get custom parent apparel. I'm looking at something that says like CTX Sports Saga or my son blah 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 is a Central Texas athlete. All those kind of things that kind of boost your kid and help us out, man. We are definitely in the mix of that. Who's this? Greg said something about, hey, shout out to the Chiefs camp today. Seen a lot of kids out there from all different orgs getting good training. Yep, we were out there, man. Saga did not film. I was tired. Blame Triple Threat. I was tired.
Yeah.
But I did get some pictures. We'll make some posts about those pictures, things like that.
And other camps from other organizations. When you have one, send us the thing.
Yep.
So we can send it out.
You is hosting one this Saturday as well. So we'll put that info out. I know Carol just posted it, man. We'll get all that info out for sure. But again, I'm going back to the Saga. That guy's gone. Make sure y'all get this your apparel. Hey, we appreciate everybody that's bought the hoodies, but the hoodies have come to an end. We put the last order in on Friday for the hoodies. So the hoodies are done, but we're gonna definitely deal with the sports hoodies, summer dry fits, summer long dry fits, cotton t-shirts, the parent apparel we're gonna try to work on, and the shorts and the women's short shorts, the jogging shorts, and the men's shorts, not the jogging shorts.
Yes, there we go. Enjoyed watching the tournament CTX played together in. Yes.
Yep, absolutely. Hey, Will Jones, I always skip over this, but I'm glad you said it because
we're gonna pin it.
Hey, TTS 15U and 18U this weekend. If you guys can donate, there's a lot of calendar events and things running around. But if not, if you can't get to a calendar event, try to donate what you can.
Hey, again, please support this group, man. This is a great group. This is a great group. They're jumping off the porch. It's a good collective group of young men. They've been fundraising. Hit that Cash App link. Let's get them boys having a great summer, man, because they're hitting some pretty big tournaments this summer. And with those summer circuits, the bigger tournaments comes the feeds, and we're just trying to take care of them. So,
and let me make this clear: there is no limit or minimum for donations, guys. They're asking, and we are asking is for anything to come to help out. If you only got $5 to give, help out. If you got $20 to give, help out. I know if any of y'all like me, granted, I work downtown Austin, man, I spend $25 a week at bare minimum, $25 a week on eating lunch. Cut it in half, right? You know what I mean? Help a kid out, man. Help an org out, and so we can get these kids fed, you know, when they're on the road, or get them the gear they need. I don't think the things a lot of people don't understand that comes out of coaches' pockets. And Dave, I know you can attest to this, but you know me, I buy equipment, buckles, straps, all those things that counts.
Mouthpieces. Hey, and families, as you're going on these longer trips, let me give you a word of advice, man. I've been on the basketball circuit for at least 5 years now. When you go on these longer tournaments, pack you a cooler.
Yep.
Save you some money. If you're in a hotel, you don't have to eat out every night. I know something we're doing in this household when we start traveling a little bit more. It was suggested us, and we never do it because we all want to be foodies and go try out the city's food. But get you a crock pot. You got an 8 a.m. game, put the food in there. When you come back at 12 o'clock, you got food in the hotel, so you ain't blowing through money. Bro, I'm telling you.
Bro, you just said that there's about to be crock pots lined along every electrical outlet, every system.
I'm telling you.
Hey.
I'm telling you.
Oh, man.
Save you some money, man, because you spend enough and you fundraise enough. And the biggest thing, you know, and some people got it like that. Some people don't have it like that. We all want to try new food. But guess what? You're traveling with a bunch of kids. You got extra kids. Either bring a grill or bring a crock pot. Save you some money, man.
I agree, man. I absolutely agree. Hey, bring a grill, bring a crock pot.
You better plug that crock pot up. Don't let people judge you.
Listen,
don't let people judge you.
I'm use that crock pot y'all right now. If you bring a crock pot and place it in the corner of the gym, I'm not gonna hate on you, but I'm judging. This man bought a whole crock pot.
See what I tell you about? Look at Moses. Hey. Buy a generator and we crock pot it up at the venue. See, I ain't crazy. Listen, you better use that crock pot. Not the crock pot. What they got?
Hey,
bruh.
Listen, I can hear everybody in here making pulled pork in soft chicken.
Hey, and the Instapot. You can put chicken in there, and 10 minutes later, it's cooked. There's got too many devices nowadays. You can go eat it.
If this isn't the realest podcast we didn't have. And I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. Hey, TTS 5th
grade. They did it this weekend, bro. They brought food for the kids.
They bought the most loaf of bread that were peanut butter and jelly sandwiches I have ever seen in my life. But hey, the kids weren't hungry for sure. They weren't hungry.
And them concession stands be overcharging.
Bro, $4. Hold on. Big ups. Let me start. let me stop because I know he's probably watching, and I know it's his first time coming in here. I made a really good connection with Tyler, who is one of the head guys over at the PAC, Premier Athletic Complex in Leander. We play a lot of our basketball tournaments out there. So if you're a basketball player, you've been there probably. But man, they had $4 hot dogs. And I'm not talking about one of these Nathan hot dogs. I'm talking about a hot dog that looked like this, guys.
It was all
regular old thing. And I thought to myself, this better be the best Portuguese pork pulled hot dog I've ever had in my life. But it was still a $4 hot dog. And we weren't respecting them. Like, hey, we weren't disrespecting them. We got to get it. It's concessions. But at the end of the day, if you got to pay for a $4 hot dog, most of us paid $300 plus for this travel basketball stuff. A $4 hot dog is not in my budget.
You better make them sandwiches. You better pack you a cooler.
After
the game is over, if you want a soda, go outside and get your case of soda in the cooler. Don't let these people judge you. And if they allow it, you better set that crock pot up. Don't let these people judge you. And if they don't want to do it in the venue, do it outside the venue. Put some meatballs in there and call it a day.
Hey, I'm with it, man. I'm with it. We from Central Texas, baby.
Shit. You know how.
Hey, by the way, for anybody out there that sees a crock pot at any venue from here on out, if you do not send the pitch to the Saga, you are frowned upon. You as an individual frowned upon.
So picture this. You got an 8 o'clock game, you got a 12 o'clock game, you got a 5 o'clock game. That's 3 different stops at a fast food joint or a restaurant. Instead, if you would have had your crock pot or your Instapot or your grill,
had it on high for 4 hours,
you would have been straight.
You had a meal.
You better chill out. These $600, $800, $1,200 fees. You better use that crock pot.
God. I'm dead right now, bro. I can't fathom to let you know what's going through my head about this.
Hey, we got San Antonio at the end of the month. Guess what we're taking with us?
Crock pots.
To the hotel. A crock pot.
Crock pots. Hey, we're going to Corpus this weekend. It was like, yeah, we can go to the hotel. No, we're going to Airbnb and crock pots.
Yeah.
Airbnb and crock pots. Make it happen, man. Hey, big ups to all the coaches in here, man. Again, if you can donate to any org, any event that's currently going on, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a big fan of pre-donating to things. There's a lot of things that are currently going on that people need funding for. All right, money comes, money go. You can't doubt. You can't pay God with it. At the end of the day, if you can donate a little bit to somebody, a little at a time, please do. I do a calendar event probably every time I get a paycheck, and it's not my kid. I promise you that. Will Jones can attest to it. Some of the FBU kids can attest to it. They're not even my kids. I just do it just because of. And I do it on my behalf. And most of the time we turn around and do it on the Saga's behalf. That's what we do. So
hey, I got told about some calendar numbers from one of the friends in Alabama, a Drive Nation kid. She's like, I had to donate to their calendar. Guess what? I don't care because, I'd hope that in return, when it's our turn, that it's done. It's not always done, but you got to give that good energy out there.
Absolutely, man. All right, bro. Hey, I think we're going to wrap this up, man. Hey, we support everybody. If you got any upcoming events outside of the Corpus events that are happening this week, please let us know. If there's any big middle school ball, high school ball, I know we got high school baseball coming up. I'm trying to get involved with that as well.
High school track. Shoemaker just set the record. The 4x4. I don't know what they feed those kids at Shoemaker. This is like the 5th year in a row they've had like the fastest kids in the city. So if you can go out and catch those KISD track meets, man, make sure you go check them out.
Absolutely. Again, if you're going to attend any student athlete, and keyword in this is student athlete, let's not give up on the student part, guys. We need to press these kids. SAT time's coming around for our seniors and things like that. If you have any information on tutors and getting these kids prepared to get into a great score so they can get into a great college, not just athletically, but if they can also back it up academically, man, that would be extremely helpful. We have tutors, parents, and substitute teachers and everybody that's involved. So, again, please decide.
Pray for these teachers.
Pray for the teachers, man. Again, please keep the families of Mike Sanders and Jerry Barr in your prayers. Again, I know it's a tough time coming up this week. If I'm not thinking, I want to preemptively put any stuff out there, but I think it's Thursday that they're going to have his service. This Thursday. I'll try to follow up on Mike's stuff. If I hear anything about it, I'll put it out in the Saga. Again, we hope that everybody supports these coaches who is giving the community something. I'm going to try my best to break away. I got some big people coming in town this week for my job, but I'm definitely going to try to break away to show my respects, because I think that is ultimately what I is to show the respect of
celebrate their life,
celebration of what they've done, man. So agree. Please, if you get any information, please make sure y'all tap the Saga. Make sure y'all following Enrique or the Jets page for a lot of stuff on Jerry. And for sure, there's a lot of things going on right now with Mike on Facebook. So we'll definitely keep that stuff shared and posted.
You, baby.
Hey, the U is here. It's same. Hey, new name, same trend. We going for you, man. It is what it is.
Hey, Casey, we love you. This is the new motto right here. So,
hey, stay tuned. Bears in Corpus. It is what it is. We out. Saga, man. Let's rock.
Yeah. They scared to come outside. Tell them boys they better pray. Tell them boys stay out the way. Tell them ain't nobody safe on my mama, on my gang. We gon' put it in their face. Yeah. They scared to come outside.
Niggas know we stepping night and day. God know I'm stepping now and later. Until it hurts, it ain't no mercy, that's just how we made it. You heard that church up in my verses, God, that's how I ride. I told God he gotta forgive me, I'm insane, oh. Get down on my knees when I'm in pain, oh. Tired of the rain on my name.
I clean this blood off my Jesus, please.
Oh, Jesus, please. Can you feel my needs, yeah? Tired of fucking up, I'm in the streets, yeah. Trying to take away this hurt inside of me.
Scared to come outside.
God, I need a second chance. Knowing that I love you, but sometimes I do the devil dance. Lost a couple of my partners, so I'm sliding out of whoever ends. Drop one of them niggas when I kill them, call the reverend, yeah. Cause no weapon formed against me shall prosper, yeah. Yeah, I know I'm clutching on this chopper, yeah. Waiting on them boys outside.
Scared to come outside.
Ooh, yeah.
Niggas always stepping night and day. Niggas always stepping out and later. Until it hurts, it ain't no mercy, that's just how we made it. Yeah, the change up in my voice, that's just how we made it. Though I feel cursed, I pray for better days. Seems like